They were promised a paradise, a new world overflowing with riches and opportunity. They were the pioneers, the dreamers, the first English families to dare and build a new life in America. But the dream became a nightmare. In the blink of an eye, 115 men, women, and children vanished off the face of the earth, leaving behind no bodies, no bones, and no answers. Just a single cryptic word carved into a tree. What if the price of chasing success isn't just failure, but being completely erased from history? This is Thought Trek, and today, we re-unlocking the knowledge vault to investigate the ghost story that lies at the very foundation of America. We're not just here to solve the mystery of the Lost Colony of Roanoke. We're here to uncover its chilling warning about the hidden price of ambition. It all began with a grand vision. In the late 1500s, England was hungry for a foothold in the Americas. Sir Walter Raleigh, a favorite of the Queen, sold the dream, a permanent colony, a bastion of English power, a source of unimaginable wealth. This was the ultimate success story waiting to be written. In 1587, that dream took the form of 115 people. Unlike previous military expeditions, this was a community. There were families, farmers, and craftsmen. They brought with them the hope of a nation. They settled on Roanoke Island, off the coast of modern-day North Carolina. They built homes. A child was even born, Virginia Dare, the first English person born in the New World. It was a perfect beginning. But paradise had a dark side. Their supplies began to run dangerously low. The land was not as forgiving as they had hoped, and their relationship with the local tribes grew tense and mistrustful. The dream was colliding with a brutal reality. The unseen struggle had begun. Faced with a coming crisis, the colony's governor, John White, made a difficult choice. He would sail back to England for fresh supplies and reinforcements. He promised his people, including his own daughter and granddaughter Virginia, that he would return as quickly as possible. He left behind a thriving, albeit struggling, settlement. He never imagined it would be the last time he would see any of them again. As soon as White arrived in England, disaster struck. The Spanish Armada attacked. All ships were seized for the war effort, leaving him stranded. 1 year passed, then 2, then 3 years of agonizing delay. Finally, in 1590, he was able to secure a ship and race back across the Atlantic, his heart filled with dread. What he found was his worst nightmare. The settlement was there, but the people were not. The houses stood empty. The boats were gone. There were no signs of a battle, no skeletons, nothing to suggest what had happened. It was as if 115 souls had simply dissolved into the air. He searched frantically for a sign, any sign, and he found one. Carved into a wooden post were the capital letters, Croatoan. Croatoan was the name of a nearby island and a friendly local tribe. But before he could investigate, a massive storm forced his ships back to sea, and he was never able to return. The lost colony was lost for good, and right here lies the devastating lesson. Their pursuit of success, of a thriving, glorious new world, was so absolute, so focused on the destination, that they overlooked the fatal flaws in their journey. Their success depended entirely on a single supply line from a country 3,000 miles away. Their ambition blinded them to the immense risk they were taking. The hidden price of their dream wasn't just hardship or sacrifice. The price was everything. They were erased. A 400-year-old ghost story? It might seem that way. But the Roanoke colony isn't just a mystery in a history book. It's a parable for our modern lives. Think about the startup founder, so obsessed with building a billion-dollar colony that they sacrifice their health, their family, and their ethics. They ignore the dwindling supplies of their own well-being, convinced a ship will come in and save them. When they finally burn out and their company collapses, all that AS left is an empty office and a LinkedIn page like a cryptic carving on a post, a sign of something that used to be there. Think about the person chasing the perfect life they see online. They get the dream job, the perfect apartment, the successful image, but the price is crippling debt, isolation from real friends, and a constant gnawing anxiety. They have built the settlement, but they have lost the community. Their soul has vanished, and they are left feeling like a ghost in their own perfect life. The lesson of Roanoke is that you cannot sacrifice your foundation in pursuit of an ambition. You cannot bet your entire existence on one single fragile supply line. First, diversify your supply lines. The colonists depended on one man in one ship. Don't let your entire happiness depend on your job title, your salary, or one specific relationship. Nurture your friendships, your hobbies, and your mental health. Those are the supplies that will keep you going when the storm hits. Second, respect the local environment. They tried to force an English village onto a world they didn't understand. We try to force a career goal onto a life that can't sustain it. Listen to your body when it's tired. Listen to your family when they say they miss you. You cannot succeed if your own environment, your life, is rejecting the plan. The mystery of Croatoan may never be solved. But the colony's true legacy isn't the riddle they left behind, but the warning. Success is not a destination you reach at any cost. True success is building something sustainable, something that nourishes you, something that doesn't require you to vanish in the process. Don't let your greatest ambition become your lost colony. If you believe the past holds the lessons for a better future, make sure you subscribe to Thought Trek and click the bell so you don't miss an episode. For more deep dives like this, explore our Knowledge Vault playlist. Thank you for watching.